Design is applied to the environment and world surrounding us much more than art can be applied into society. Art has evolved to serve more as a creative way to educate people in surreal and often totally obscure ways, rather than practically and directly taking part in society. Design aims to be more interactive with the environment and the public. Design styles are often shaped by the culture and public they derive from, as it is more of a service to the public, as it can be applied to everyday part of a day-to-day routine than art is. It has more of an accessibility or interaction from society than art does. Modernism reflects the intention to simplify all aspects of a work's design to achieve the most direct and functional progression in the process of interacting with the design or the object. The identity of modernism has also become blurred by the public perspective, as it's become a fashionable statement when applied to certain niches, basically because it's at the forefront of art movements, thus making it the most popular. As it's seen through the public scope, it can be seen as a bit contradicting in relations to modern qualities that conflict with consumerism and capitalism, and other notable isms. So when we try and analyse how form following function is challenged in a past context, but also in a present context, we must first determine the time or context that these examples of design or art design were created. Determining this then creates an understanding of cultural and societal progression or state of society. History shows us that the progression of design is directly related to the progression of how our qualities or daily routine, daily lives operate. With the birth of modernism, function can become the forefront of priority. The product, object, or piece being designed in a modern context must reflect qualities that serve its initial function more than serving as a visual interaction or have any glamorous traits to it. Mariko Mori's work entitled Tea Capsules is a collection of ceramics transformed to reflect modernized culture. The spirituality and cultural ideologies and activities embedded in these objects have been carried all through Japan's culture and intertwined into the lifestyle of the Japanese culture. The material and visual aesthetic combined into this philosophy and cultural way of life reflects the ideologies of modernism, not entirely trying to interject that its form must abide to a higher capability of function, but trying to enhance its refinement in conjunction with its context. Mariko Mori is an artist renowned for intertwining spirituality, technology, and nature to create futuristic works that drive a sense of futuristic ideals and qualities. These qualities aim to make the audience aware of the harmony that these major topics need to coexist with each other. These works have been challenged by the context of time and also the state of the environment. These works are trying to evolve with the surrounding environment, but with positive intentions, and also evolve with the job or function that the object is trying to achieve. These intentions follow from the artist's intentions and ideologies. These qualities of Mariko Mori's are relevant and heavily reflect her ideologies and values in her art, reflecting a sense of trying to make these items more sustainable and have much more longevity. The items are produced out of synthetic polymer resin, plastics, glass, silk and bamboo. The materials are a reflection of modern sustainability. Yes, plastics are renowned to be heavily negative on the health of the environment, but in the context and intention of use on this object, the objects are made to be used without interfering with the ecosystem. Visually, the forms presented had been simplified and lack much of the historical classical embellishments and markings that usually remain on classical tea ceremony artifacts, such as paintings that surround the cups and jugs. This pays homage to the form following its functional role. Its previous visual form has been stripped to establish a new generational involvement and evolve the state of the object. Thus the form does follow the function of these objects, as the glamorous detail and fine artistic qualities have been stripped away to cater to the sole function of these items. This small series basically is trying to challenge previous designs in cultural history to progress with the contextual elements in our culture, such as plastics and other items that can withstand the test of time a lot longer than previous materials. Following inspiration from the culturally reflective art of origami in Japan, I'll Jude Lutar's Oru chair symbolises modernism, but also tries to refer to this historical, cultural tradition and identity. Due to its inspiration generating from origami, an art form that is very similar to an initial design process rather than an artistic process, it has a strong sense of its function following its form. As origami's main function is to visually reflect things in the natural world, in this case, it can be visually interpreted that the form is the priority. It is a piece of design work that can work either way, to be a piece of art and a piece of design that serves integrity in both ways of art and design. After analysing this reference for producing this item, its process of creation seems subtly contradicting. It almost seems that the more an object is designed to look like it's individually unique, its distance grows greater between serving a function and serving a form, especially if the idea behind the design is to be mass manufactured. Modernism challenges design in many ways, as examples have shown us that previous creations tried to serve the public primarily, and often problems that occur through society. I believe the focus now should be shifted from trying to accommodate for everybody and trying to produce a certain lifestyle glorified by the media, which is projecting a material acquiring lifestyle onto society, and start trying to produce ways of combining environmental sustainability and a lifestyle that isn't determined by your wealth or material possessions.